Hello, friends. Welcome to my perspectives. My name is Iyah Iyah, and today we must talk about the breaking news shaking once again through and across Nigeria, where the president has replaced his service chiefs less than 3 years into his tenure. And already we are seeing a reshuffling of the nation's top military command. It is, of course, within his prerogative. The Constitution grants him the right, but as with all things in this country, the real question is not can he, but why must he? Let us begin. History tells us that when the president replaces service chiefs midstream, it signals more than just routine restructuring. Sometimes it is about performance or the lack of it. Sometimes it is about loyalty, the eternal obsession of political leaders in fragile democracies. And sometimes, as we are hearing in the corridors of Abuja, these past few days, it came across board in response to rumors. Rumors of discontent within the ranks and whispers quickly denied of an attempted coup d'etat. Let me be clear here. There's no confirmed evidence of any such attempt. The defense headquarters has come out strongly, saying there was no coup plot and that the military remains loyal to constitutional authority. But when such rumors gain traction in a democracy, they are not harmless. They are a mirror reflecting the fragility of our institutions and deep distrust between the governed and those who hold power, in uniform and in mufti. Friends, the military's role in democracy is a delicate one. The Nigerian constitution gives the armed forces a clear mandate to defend the territorial integrity of the country, protect citizens from external aggression, and when properly called upon, assist in maintaining law and order. What it does not say is that the military should be used to intimidate political opponents, suppress peaceful protests, or act as enforcers in local conflict and elections. Yet, time again, we have seen soldiers on the wrong side of the people they swore to protect. Let me give you an example. In Plateau State, there have been repeated accusations, chilling reports from communities who claim that some security operatives turn a blind eye or worse, cooperate with attackers. These are serious allegations, and though investigations are often promised, the silence that follows is always louder. When the army, the people's army, becomes a source of fear, instead of assurance, something fundamental has broken in the social contract. You see, the strength of a democracy lies not in the power of the president, but in the integrity of his institutions. In a healthy democracy, friends, service chiefs are appointed not because of loyalty to the man at the top, but because of their loyalty to the Constitution and the people. We, the people, but in fragile states, and let me tell you that Nigeria sadly still ticks many of those boxes. Loyalty too often becomes personal, not institutional. Experts in security and statecraft from the African Center for Strategic Governance and Studies to scholars like Larry Diamond had long warned us that when the military's allegiance is tied to personalities rather than principles, the state becomes weaker and not stronger. Look at nations that have walked this path before us: Mali, Guinea, Sudan, and in each case, weak institutions and politicized armies led not to stability but to collapse. Nigeria on its own cannot afford to forget its painful history of coups and counter coups. The lesson is simple. When generals become political actors, the republic becomes the casualty. A strong Nigerian army is not one that salutes the loudest at the villa. A strong army is one that is disciplined, professional, and accountable to civilian authority. but never enslaved by it. We must insist on reforms that prioritizes transparency in defense spending, clear lines of accountability in operations, and protection of civilians as a sacred duty, not an optional gesture. Friends, as we reflect today on these changes, let us remember the words of the great General Dwight Eisenhower, a man who knew both war and politics. He once said, "The supreme quality for leadership is unquestionably integrity. Without it, no real success is possible. No matter whether it is a section gang, a football field, or in an army, or even in an office." So today, as new service chiefs take their seats and the nation watches, we must ask seriously, will they serve the president or will they serve Nigeria? Because when politics reduces the military to an instrument of personal survival, the republic itself is placed in peril. This is my perspective. Until next time, I want you to stay awake, stay aware, and never forget the price of our freedom. And that it's not just eternal vigilance, but the courage to demand integrity where power resides. If you like this message, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and share with your friends. Until next time, I say bye for now.